Hey, this is Crypto Neptune, and in this video, we're going to look at PDAI and Teddy Bear and tell you my thoughts on these projects as we head into the bull run. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice, only use risk capital, and thank you to those who continue to support the channel. So with PDAI, it is down 0.27% over the last 24 hours. And the trend, the trend has been kind of trending down here of late. And let's look at, I want to look at this like over a 6-month period with PDAI. So if we can get this to kind of load, because I want to look at the volume. As you can see, like the volume over the last 24 hours is 112K. With PDAI, when it was clicking on all cylinders, the volume was at one point 709K, looks like. Kind of at its height. And in here, looks like that was 678K. So like over a 24-hour period. So in order to get back to these highs where the market cap was 191 million or around that $200 million mark, that's where we would need to go. Now, with PDAI, like what would cause more people to be interested in PDAI? And the answer would be essentially PDAI being pegged to $1, because that's just gonna open up the floodgates. When PDAI, and I feel Richard Hart kind of has this in the work for us, it being pegged to $1. Once it gets pegged to $1, the story is just going to ripple throughout crypto, because you're going to have people that have made over 100K with PDAI. You're going to have people with stories that have made over $1 million because of PDAI pegging to $1. And what better way to kind of advertise your chain? Best and believe, people will not be worried about the barrier of entry if they're finding out more and more people are making just a crap ton of money. Now, how is this going to be possible? Because somebody said, well, what happens if PDAI gets pegged to a dollar and people sell off? What's going to happen is you're already going to have collateral in that PMaker vault, and you're going to sell back into PulseChain. Once you do that, the value of PulseChain is going to skyrocket in the vaults. In turn, you're going to have more collateral. So that collateral within that PMaker vault is going to increase. That will allow Richard Hart to get more loans on PDAI and buy more PulseChain. It's going to have this like rinse and repeat type of infinite money loop. And that's just going to skyrocket the whole chain. And not to mention also, we already know we're a leverage play on Ethereum. So once ETH goes up, it's also going to magnify everything, because PulseChain is going to pull up with it, and every other asset on PulseChain is going to do the same thing. Now, also, you have to remember that with PDAI, it has a strong community, 3,800 plus in the Telegram. We have roughly 500,000 holders. This could be the story of a lifetime. And remember, with Richard Hart, he wants to create a legacy. So that's his main thing. He's already made it. Once he creates that legacy and everybody kind of hears about the stories of everybody making so much money on PulseChain, this is just, that's all it takes. It takes one asset to just have everybody shift and move. Once that happens, it's going to create more and more legitimacy for PulseChain, more listings for PulseChain and other assets. So sky's the limit. And I just wanted to look at one quote from a community member, Freedom77, on PulseChain. And he basically writes, I speculate there is only one person in crypto who would be smart enough successful enough, resourceful enough, and clever enough to be able to create an idea like PDAI on PulseChain and change up the crypto game, and it will be Richard Hart. So that's pretty much everybody's sentiment on PDAI and how we feel that this is a wild card and something you definitely should consider having in your crypto bag. Again, not financial advice, but I definitely have me some PDAI. And then kind of moving over to Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear is another one where this particular project has been really trending in the top 1 through 4 over the last year. It's steadily trending in the top 1. Now, it's only at a $10 million market cap at the time. At its height with Teddy Bear, I want to say it got over a $40 million market cap. We're just kind of waiting for this to kind of update for us. So, yeah, $43 million market cap at its high. You know, there was a sell-off, another pump here to 31 million, then another pump here to 40 million. Now, does Teddy Bear have the ingredients to be a top meme in crypto? They have a growing community. So we've seen it have a growing community. Let's take a look here. 4,500 followers here. The holders continues to grow. We're inching towards 19,000. Now, we did have a slow uptick from 17,000 to in between this 19,000 range, but I feel once we get that initial pump with PulseChain, people are going to be looking for, well, what's the number one meme on PulseChain? So Teddy Bear is sitting nicely. I mean, long as it continues to trend in the top, people are going to find it once PulseChain just goes on a just crazy run. PDAI goes on a crazy run. All assets on PulseChain go on a crazy run. It'll set itself up for success. And at its height, kind of looking at the volume, it was getting roughly 120K plus in volume, maybe more. This was the kind of the volume that they was getting, and yeah, it was getting some nice volume. But in order for Teddy Bear to succeed, we have to get out of this player versus player mentality, because as you can see, this is some huge, kind of everybody for themselves. Now, granted, I get it. You want to take profits. You do you take profits. Some people are swing trading Teddy Bear. But if you want Teddy Bear to be the Bretts of the world, if you want it to be the Pepes of the world, if you want it to be like the Shiba Inu, the Doge of the world, and be one of the top layer meme coins in crypto, you have to have a player pump player mentality, which means you want the last person in to win, but you steadily building new floors. And right now, we're not seeing that. It's just, there was a month ago, there were some buys over 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 here. But as of late, it's been kind of like that, player versus player mentality. Nobody really trying to pump this up to the next level. And that's just being honest. Once we move from that mindset of player versus player to player pump player, we can get to that $100 million market cap. We can get to that 1 billion market cap. But having said all that, Teddy Bear has the chance and is set up for success because, again, it's been the number one meme coin on PulseChain. It's been trending as one of the top coins. And PulseChain, once it goes on that rip, is just going to take everything with it. So I want to thank everybody for listening to this video, and thanks for stopping by.